Hi, I'm Megan, welcome to my channel, and in this video I'm going to be sharing the 4 crochet projects that I made this holiday season. First up, we have the puff stitch garland. For the garland, I used medium weight acrylic yarn, a coordinating hook, and a pair of scissors. Place a slip knot onto your hook, chain 1, and then pull up a loop about an inch high. Yarn over and hold it down with a thumb. Go back through the chain, yarn over, and then pull up a loop. So we have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, again hold it down with your thumb. Back through the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop. To the same height, 5 loops on the hook. Yarn over, 1 more time, back through. Yarn over, pull up a loop, 7 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through all 7 loops. Chain 1, and I like to pull it down really snug. And then chain 1 again. So here is what one of the puff stitches will look like. Just repeat that process until you've reached your desired length. A good rule of thumb is to crochet 9 feet of garland for every foot that your tree is high. For example, if you have a 5-foot tree, you would want 45 feet of garland. Next up, we have crochet covered Christmas baubles. For this project, you will need any size round Christmas ornament that you would like to cover. I used medium weight acrylic yarn, a coordinating hook, a yarn needle, and a pair of scissors. Some ribbon to string the ornament. Form a slip knot and place it on your hook and start to chain several stitches. After you've chained those stitches, find the bottom of the ornament and place one end of the chain at the bottom and wrap it around the side towards the top. You want your chain length to be the same size or a little bit shorter than the bauble because your yarn chain will stretch. You don't want it to be too loose. Once you have your desired length, chain 1, and then half double crochet in the second space from the hook and in every stitch in the row. Chain 1 and turn. We're going to be doing a camel stitch, so instead of working into the top of the previous row in these V's here, we're going to look at this from the front, and you see there are V's here on the front, and we are actually going to place our half double crochets in the bottom of the V right here, and that will give us this knitted look. So place a half double crochet in that bottom front V of every stitch. When you get to the end, chain 1, turn, and just keep repeating that process over and over until you have formed a rectangle like this one. Take your ornament and wrap the rectangle around it. It should be a little bit shorter than the circumference of your ornament. You may need to stretch it to make the edges touch, and that's okay. It's better that it's a little too tight than a little too loose. And then we're going to connect the 2 short sides. Use your preferred joining method to do this. I like the flat slip stitch join method. I'll link that down in the description. Pull up a loop and cut a tail about 10 inches long. And you'll have a tube like this. Stuff your ornament into the tube. And then starting with the bottom, thread the tail into your needle. If you don't have a tail, cut a length of yarn about 10 inches long. And then weave the tail in and out like this to start to pull the bottom opening tight. You might not be able to pull the bottom all the way closed. Just get it as tight as you can and then weave in and tie off that end. Then move on to the top of the ornament. Again, the same thing, repeating that process, pulling the tail tight until it's nice and snug around the neck of the ornament. Weave in the tail and tie it down, then trim your excess yarn. And there you go, crochet covered ornament. You can go in with some ribbon and replace your strings that you already have so that they all match. Here's what they look like. Moving on to the crochet bow garland. You're gonna start off with some medium weight acrylic yarn, a coordinating hook, a pair of scissors, and a yarn needle. Make a slip knot, place it on your hook, and chain 70. We have 2 options here. First, you can go in with a double crochet into the 3rd space from the hook, and then place a double crochet in each space to the end of the row. Chain 1, cut a tail, and weave in the ends. This is going to give us a length of crochet ribbon about 18 inches long. Alternatively, you could chain your 70 stitches, and then in the second chain from the hook, place a single crochet and work a single crochet into each space to the end. Chain one, turn, and then work another row of single crochets. When you get to the end of that row, cut your yarn and weave in your ends. Here they are side by side. So we have a single row of double crochet in the white and 2 rows of single crochet in the green. You can do whichever one you prefer. To form the bow, cross the ends of the crochet ribbon like this, and then measure the tails to make sure they're each about 4 inches. Bring the center of the loop down to where the 2 ends cross. Then take a scrap of yarn and tie the bow together tightly to hold its shape and trim the tails. Now, if you wanted to, you could leave the bow just like this, but I'm going to crochet something to cover the center of the bow. Make a slip knot, place it on the hook and chain 7. In the second chain from the hook, place a single crochet and single crochet in each chain space to the end. You will have 6 single crochets. Chain 1, turn, and single crochet to the end of the row. Chain 1, pull up a loop of yarn and cut your tail. And you'll have this little rectangle here that is about 1.5 inches long. On one end, place your hook between the 2 rows of single crochet and take the tail onto the hook and pull it between the 2 rows. Now the tail is in the middle of the rectangle instead of on the end. Repeat for the other tail. Now grab your bow on the little rectangle we just made and place that rectangle on the front of the bow. Turn the bow over and tie the tails really tightly into a double knot. Trim the tails down, and then there you go. We have now covered the center of the bow. If your bow won't lay flat like mine, they're kind of curly. You see that here. I'm going to block mine by using the steam setting on my iron. Give them a really light press, and then I'm just using my fingers to shape them. And there you go. There is a single bow. To make a garland, place 2 bows right sides together, and then thread some yarn onto a yarn needle. Grab the 2 loops on the right side of the bow and hold them together. Then thread your needle through the center edge of one bow and the center edge of the other bow, pulling through, ditch the needle, and then tie a tight double knot with the yarn and trim the tails. You can open it up and you have now connected the bows. To keep going with the garland, just grab the next bow and repeat. So there you go, bow garland complete. And then for the last project, a granny square stocking. I used medium weight acrylic yarn, scissors, a coordinating crochet hook, and a yarn needle. For a full granny square tutorial, please be sure to check out the link in the description box. You will need 17 squares, 3 rounds wide. We're going to take 4 squares and join them in an L shape like this. And then take 4 more squares and join them in a mirrored L shape like this. Again, I like to use the flat slip stitch join. And then with the last 9 squares, you're going to join them all together into a long row like this. Now we are going to take one of the L's and connect our strip of 9 squares like this. So here's the original L, and then the 9 squares around the outside. This is what it looks like in the back, and here's what the front is going to look like. But we're going to push it all back into that boxy shape, and I'm going to lay the last L on top, and we're going to join this one all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so everything's joined. I did not cut the tail here where I left off because we're going to keep crocheting a little bit of trim, but you'll see I went all the way around. Here's the top. I'm just going to pull the squares out and flatten them down so you can see we have that really nice stocking shape here. Now we have to go to the top and add the trim. So I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to double crochet in every space across the top. I also add a double crochet on either side of each slip stitch join. I want to leave a space here in the middle of the back square to have that designated space to hang the stocking from. So I'm going to chain 3, skip over 3 stitches, and then double crochet into the 4th stitch. Then just double crochet around and join at the beginning of the round. Then I'm going to go in with white and add a round of single crochet. When I get to that space that I made, I'm just going to place 1 single crochet in each chain and work back to the beginning. I'm going to join the round. Then I'm going to add a round of single crochet in red, and then a round of single crochet in green. I'm going to finish with an invisible join. And now it's time to weave in my ends. The last thing that I decided to do was add a small loop to the upper outside corner of the stocking. I opened the stocking up and found what would be like the center of the outer edge, which is kind of right here. We're going to use the cluster of 3 double crochets in the granny square as my landmark. Slip stitch to join the yarn to the stocking, and then chain 6. Skip over 3 spaces and then slip stitch into the 4th space. Now we have a little loop started here. Slip stitch into the next space and then turn. Now we are going to work a single crochet into each chain space. Slip stitch into the next space to join and then cut the loop. And that just made me a little tab as a secondary way to hang the stocking. Weave in my ends. And that's the stocking complete. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like so I know to make more videos like this one in the future. And don't forget to subscribe to keep up on those future videos. If you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.